What is going on, guys? Trades by C here. As you can see by the title, I've quit my six-figure job to go all in day trading, and I just wanted to be very transparent with you guys. I sort of want to run you through what my plan is looking like for achieving these goals that I have set out. And yeah, I just want to be completely transparent. I want you guys to come along for the journey, and hopefully we can learn something together, or you could get some value out of what I'm doing, or some inspiration. And yeah, essentially I'll be telling you why I've quit, how I led up to this moment. So the first of all is the why. Why have I done this? I'm a big believer in chasing your dreams. I don't agree with the social normality of a normal job where you have to work 9 to 5, 5 days a week, where you get 2 days a weekend and 2 weeks off at the end of the year. And then you keep working that for 60 years till you can retire, and then you can enjoy your life. I don't agree with that. You know, you might not even live for tomorrow. You could die today. So why would you want to risk 60 years of working to not even potentially enjoy those last years of your life, right? I want to be fully invested in my health, my wealth, and just my time here on earth. Like, we don't have a long time here, and I'm not going to be slaving away for someone else's dreams when I could be achieving my own dreams. So that's essentially my mindset. I've always been in like an entrepreneurial mindset where I always knew I never wanted to work for someone else. I always knew that I wanted to be the boss and start my own brand and business and just scale it up. So, you know, I'm just chasing my dreams, and I don't really care what anyone says. You know, I already have people saying, oh, why would you risk that security? Why would you get out of that job? That's such a good job. You know, so many people would want to be in your position. And yes, I understand that, but at the end of the day, they're not living my life. I'm living my own life, and I want to chase my dreams. I want to chase what feels right for me. You know, I've been an electrician for 6 years now, and I never wanted to do it, right? So I was forced to do this. I had a pretty bad childhood, and yeah, I was essentially forced to do the job, because if I didn't get a job, they were going to kick me out of the house. Cause this was only when I was like 16, so I had nowhere to go. I have no family over here. So they said, get a job or you're getting kicked out. So I got that. And then, yeah, I'd never really enjoyed it. It was sort of forced upon me to do it. It's just not what I want to do. So it was really declining my mental health, working that job every day. And especially being around like a tradie environment, right? So in Australia, it's very common to, you know, involve alcohol and drugs and every other substance you can think of, smoking, gambling, when you're in a trade. So I was very heavily involved with all those aspects of my life, and it's very consuming, and I just didn't have any regard for my health. I just felt like I was becoming a slave to working, and I'd work just to live for the weekends, and that would only include partying, gambling, drinking, drugs, smoking. So it was just a steady decline of my mental health, and that sort of made me realize, like, what am I even doing? And then about a year ago, I started day trading. I became heavily involved in studying ICT and just trying to escape this lifestyle I was living. I quit alcohol, smoking, gambling, gaming. I was heavily addicted to pretty much anything that gave me dopamine. So I removed all these things from my life, completely 180'd. And, you know, I've started getting my health grind. I've been doing marathons, half marathons. You know, if you told me a year ago that I'd be doing a marathon this year, then I would not believe you, because I was class 1 obese. I was, you know, drinking every day. I was depressed, anxious. I was all these things, right? And that was heavily involved with the job I was at and like what I was doing in my life, because I wasn't enjoying it. So I made the decision to just go all in on my dreams and chase them. And that's what you guys should do. You know, you can see this quote here. You have 2 choices every morning. You can continue to sleep with your dreams, or wake up and chase them. And I woke up quite literally and decided to chase them. So that's where I'm at. I want to be going over what's next for me. What is my plan? Obviously, if you're gonna quit your job, you should have some form of plan. I sort of had a plan. I am currently funded. I haven't received a payout yet, though, so that is probably a red flag for most people. You know, I'm not even receiving any money yet, and I've already quit my job. But I'm very confident in my abilities, and that's what it takes. You need to be confident in yourself. I've put in the work. I've become funded, and now I'm just working towards a payout, which I should be able to see within the next week or two. It's not like I need money right now, so I'm not stressing, right? So if you are going to quit your job, you need to control your emotions when it comes back to trading, because you don't want to be worried when you go into trading, right? I don't want to be going in tonight into the market and being like, oh fuck, I need to make my rent money, I need to pay for my bills, I've got all these things to worry about now. I don't want that to affect my trading. So you still need to have that mindset of you're not going in to make money, you're going in there to trade, and that's it. So that's something to consider if you guys are looking to do this. But essentially what I'm trying to do now is just build my brand, right? Continue with YouTube, build my Discord, start affiliation, and really scale my brand and my company. And still focus on day trading, obviously, as a source of income, but I don't want that to be my primary source of income. I just want passive income generated from affiliation and my brand. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. And then the trading will just be just a source of income till I can reach that point. But that is essentially what my plan is. I've started doing like daily goals just for a structure, right? So I've got my Monday goals, just talking about getting like 10,000 steps, going to the sauna, exercise, read 10 pages, get the sun in you, record, edit, eat clean, doing that workout, clean the house, pre-market charting, trade, and journal. So you want to have structure, right? Day-to-day structure, because if you don't have a day-to-day structure, you're going into the day thinking, what am I doing today? And then you start stressing, and then you don't really know what you're doing, and then you don't actually achieve anything for the day. So have a clear structure of what you want to do for the day, and that's what I've done. And I'm just working at getting myself better mentally, physically, and get my money up. So that's where I'm at, guys. I'm going all in. There's no doubt about it, right? I'm going all in. I don't care what anyone thinks. Right, you're going to have people doubting you. You're going to have your family doubting you. You're going to have your friends doubting you. Even yourself, you're going to doubt yourself. But at the end of the day, you need to be confident. You need to back yourself. You need to block out the noise and realize no one else is going to achieve your dreams. You need to stop saying that you're going to start it tomorrow. You need to stop saying that, oh, yeah, I'm not smart enough to do this. You can achieve anything you want in this life, and you have to go get it yourself. And that's what I'm doing. And I don't care what anyone thinks. People are going to call me stupid for quitting my job. People are going to call me all these other things. But do you know what? At least I'm going to try and chase my dreams. That's more than what 99% of the world can say, because no one wants to chase their dreams. They're too scared, right? They're still in that bubble of comfort, and they can't even say they've even attempted to try to chase their dreams. And they're probably dead now, right? Some of the best ideas are in the graveyard. So keep that in mind, guys. You need to just get out there, chase your dreams. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be day trading. It could be dancing. It could be going to work somewhere that you want to. But just go do it. Like, just get out there. You only have one shot at this, right? We're all going to die. No one's going to remember this shit in like 50 years, 100 years. No one's going to remember this shit. So just get out there and go and do it. If you guys did get any value out of this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me along for this journey. I'm going to be uploading regularly, showing you what my wins look like, what my payouts look like, if I'm losing. I want to be very transparent, and I want you guys to come along for the ride. So make sure to stay tuned. Join my Discord community. Haven't got anyone on there yet, so let's build that up. I want to be sharing wins on there. I want to be sharing setups, possible entries, and yeah, so stay tuned, guys. Let's lock in. Let's fucking get this. Let's do it.